Do you fire Chris Klieman? I don't think so. I don't think that there's a world in which tomorrow you look up and you say, hey, Gene Taylor fired Chris Klieman. They want to move on from the guy that won you a Big 12 championship in 2022. However, there are some fans that are finally off the bandwagon. There are some fans, Caleb, I'm looking at you, that finally believe Chris Klieman should be done at Kansas State. This is a game. Can I tell you a story? I'm doing what most normal people do on a college football Saturday. I'm standing at the bar. And I look at my friends and I say, hey, if Kansas State loses this game, I have to leave the bar immediately, go home and record an emergency podcast because it's insane. It's insane that Kansas State might lose to North Dakota, a 7-5 team. A 7-5 team last season in the FCS. Emaw Caleb, every man a Wildcat Caleb, on Twitter. It's no secret. I love Chris Klieman, but he won't survive this season. This is it for him, going out with a whimper. Bob Trollsby, also on Twitter. The game in Ireland may damn well become the worst decision this athletic department has ever made. And that is saying a lot, considering some of the decisions that have been made over the course of last year. Kansas State should have lost this game to North Dakota. No two ways around it. You are winning the game, 31-21 at one point? I do believe that was the score. And it's like, okay, now I, as the guy who covers 16 Big 12 teams, can turn it off, turn on a different game, explore somebody else, see who else is winning. And then, oh, wait a second, it's now 35-31. And Kansas State has the ball and just got stopped and has to send it back to North Dakota. Let's do this. You and I have a conversation for a second. You won. You won the game. You're not 0-2. You're 1-1. Can we agree? You, Kansas State fan, me, Drake Toll, that this is bad? Can we agree that the Big 12 schedule you have the rest of the way, you will not face a team in conference play easier than North Dakota? Can we agree? I was promised. Can we agree on this? I don't hate you. I like Kansas State a lot, actually. They're one of my favorite programs in the Big 12. Robbie Triano is a big supporter of this show and a big Kansas State fan. Can we agree that you were promised Avery Johnson as a Heisman contending quarterback? And that same young chap, that same young Avery Johnson, just went out against North Dakota and almost lost the game. Now, if I ask Christian Rao about Avery Johnson, and you look at the stats here, 28 for 43, that's not bad. 318 yards, also not bad. 3 touchdowns. We can't blame Avery Johnson for this game being close. Hell, he went and won the game. Maybe. But don't you think a Heisman caliber quarterback, the quarterback of the future, the guy we were promised, would be able to help a team blow out North Dakota? Would be able to help a team come in against Iowa State and win in crunch time? Don't you think the Heisman caliber quarterback, the quarterback that we were probably the guy that we assumed wouldn't have his brother and his dad fighting in the parking lot where his father takes his brother and waterboards him into a puddle in Ireland? That happened 6 days ago. Don't you think that when the word Heisman's thrown out there and my expectation and your expectation perks up to the level that it has, we should expect more. The expectation should be higher on a guy who has been there now, who has been there in the program now. Yeah, he was good. Not good enough to blow out North Dakota. Your second best rusher, this is Joe Jackson, 11 carries, 55 yards. Devon Rice, 7 carries, 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. Do we think that the rushing offense or the rush defense, we can get to that in a second. Do we think the rushing offense, 29 carries, 143 yards, is just not there against an FCS opponent, a middle of the pack, bottom of the pack FCS opponent? Jace Brown, by the way, deserves player of the year already. I can already tell. He's going to be the guy. couple fumbles. Avery had one. Austin Romaine also very good. You know, there are pieces on this Kansas State team that I think, yeah, maybe here. We can return punts. We can return kickoffs. Maybe there's a shot this Kansas State team can find a way. But I don't know how right now. I don't know how. North Dakota's quarterback, 23 for 38. Kaminsky kid, not great. Running the football, not great. They are advantageous. How do you let a low-tier FCS school take control of the word advantageous in the context of playing a Big 12 school like Kansas State that was supposed to win a conference championship? Do I believe the Kansas State, they had more first downs than K-State. Their third down efficiency was a down off. K-State 5 for 13, North Dakota 5 for 14. 354 yards of total offense. Am I supposed to believe? And wow. North Dakota won the time of possession battle. Am I supposed to sit here and tell you that this is the way it's supposed to go? You hired Matt Wells, man, as your OC, and the offense wasn't entirely the issue. And again, this is where it gets kind of like I'm in the weeds as the host of Locked On Big 12. Your defense wasn't exactly the entire issue either. This is more of because the defense didn't just lay a complete egg. This is more of North Dakota being advantageous where it was where they needed to be. Like, hey, this is the key down. This is the key possession. They would deliver up until the very end. That's where this game got hairy. It makes me wonder, where is the clutch? If you cannot have the clutch gene for 3 3/4 quarters against this school, how does it happen anywhere else in Big 12 play? Based on what we've seen in the first 2 weeks, if there's a school I have the least amount of confidence in, it's not Kansas State, but they're up there. Down there, they're down there. They're down there on the confidence totem pole. And I hate that because I do like them a lot. I don't think you fire Chris Klieman. That seems dramatic. Don't do it. But yeah, not exactly what you're looking for. Not what we're trying to go for here. Beating North Dakota by a single possession and letting it go down like past the wire. I love the Big 12, so I care too much. Supposed to be on vacation this weekend. It's terrible. It's like if a CPA decided to go on a vacation on April 15th. Who would do that? Who would do that as a CPA? Bad idea as a CPA. Bad idea for me. But it's a vacation where I'm just watching football, so there's that part too. It gets me out of swimming with the manatees. I don't like those manatees. They're kind of freaky. This has been and always will be Locked On. Thanks for making it your first listen every single day. Dose Grande.